Oh, nice. The Davy weird tree removal people have finally driven away. 8:01 this morning out my window. The tub grinder, the chainsaw. Zzz. I mean, I was already awake, but I didn't want to be. I was cuddling with the dog. I was like, you know what? It's 5 minutes to 8. I'm going to nap for 20 more minutes. Grrr, grrr, get up, Joey. Look at the weather models. Okay, already. Oh, friends, I haven't even got to all the best parts yet. We got thunderstorms coming on Friday. We got snowfall coming. Snowfall, thunderstorms, snowfall storms. Gonna be awesome. Let's go. Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel.
There it is. This is bad news. My God. Falling out right now. Anything could happen.
Get on!
Wow.
I'll watch the video later. Ain't dry mopping this. Okay, so I'm up, and a little fresh skiff of snow on Burns Mountain just over there today. That's great. Love to see some fresh snow on Burns Mountain. That's happened. I've seen some photos this morning that was like Prince George right now, and it was like a bunch of snow. And I like shared it at first, and I was like, wait a second. This picture was taken before it was even light out. This picture was posted, but there's light in the photo. The photo was, it wasn't dark. Okay, but there's a lot of snow coming, okay? So we're going to talk about snow for the next little while, especially if you have plans to travel across British Columbia through the mountain highway passes. Make sure you have your winter tires on. Hit like, share, subscribe. Woo, let's go. Let's go. Okay. Woo, look at that. Bit of rainfall coming through today during the afternoon on Wednesday. I got some rainfall in the Caribbean. You can see how it's kind of hitting that freezing level as you get to northern British Columbia. But southern BC, we got the red isobars. That tells you where the freezing line is, where the blue isobars start. Isobars, that's what we call these lines. Isobars. So you can see a little bit of snow flurries up there in the far north there, a little bit of a snow flurry in the North Rockies there, and we got some green there. The green is the rain, the blue is the snow, the green is the rain. That's how you can tell what we're looking at on this map, just so you didn't know. Okay, got a new low pressure system over there. Watch this, and it's going to pull some cool air there, and behind it, it's going to pull the cool air to the south there. As you can see, the blue line is getting further to the south. Of course, it's nighttime too, so the blue line does go further south during the nighttime. And you got a little bit of rain there going through the Caribou, making its way into southern British Columbia, over on the Alberta side too as well. And over the course of the night, some of that may turn into some flurries. So if you're going through Rogers Pass tonight, if you're going through Highway 99 over the Duffy Highway and whatnot, I would be pretty skeptical of the highway conditions. Make sure you have your snow tires on. Make sure you have your winter boots ready and snow kits and things like that in your vehicle. Because you may find, you know what happens every year is like first snowfall of the year happens and people like drive through it for the first time and they just forget everything they know about reality or nature or anything. Ooh, look at that. Rebounding. Look at that. Nice rebounding. Warm weather on Friday. Look at that. Rebounding. Oh, psych. So what was happening was this low was drawing the warmth up. It was eating that warmth. And then behind that low is going to be the cold that comes on down. It moves counterclockwise, and it's bringing the cold down. You can see northern BC first get some snow there up by the Yukon and northwestern territory border. Got some heavier snow there. Here it comes on down on the Alberta side of the piece. First it starts as rain, but then it transitions to snow. Raining Saturday morning in southern BC. Snow in the high mountains. If you're going through the Rockies even, going through field, you're going up over into Lake Louise, you're probably going to run into some flurries at some point. If you're driving back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, you will run into some flurries at some point. I don't know. Okay. Oh, look at that. Lots of snowfall there. Peace. Coming at you. Peace. Getting some snowfall this weekend. Snowfall for the Peace. That's major. Maybe not major, but I mean that's your first real deal snowfall for the Peace this year. Absolutely, big time rain in the front side, big time snow on the back side, and then a little bit of snow through the Rockies and whatnot. And a lot of us who live at lower elevations don't see any of this bad stuff that Joey's talking about. And then it warms back up again. Look at this flow. You can see where it's going. It's like way up over the Aleutian Islands, over the Alaska. over the Alaska, and then over the Yukon. They call it the Yukon. Why don't they call it the Alaska? And then a little bit over the Northwest Territories. And then you can see how that's going to bring some of that cooler air down from the north into the British Columbia. But hey, the good news is we do catch a little bit of a warmth. Look at this low here. It's going to shovel. So it's like we got the fighting, the competing interests of the cool coming down from the north, and then this warmth that it's trying to funnel up from the south. Competing interests. Unfortunately for the competing interests, it's not going to go well for the warmth. It's going to lose to the cold. You can see that battle between the cool and the warm going on last night with a bunch of lightning strikes around Blackpool and Clearwater up the Highway 5 corridor. And wow, that's quite the low up there, down there off the U.S. coast. That's quite the low they got down there. However, we're getting kind of lucky in that regard. We're getting kind of lucky. If that was sitting off the BC coast, we'd be having an even grosser forecast maybe to talk about. But you can see this new low, this new trough here is moving on through, and you can see that the air is diving down from Alaska into BC, and you can see that's helping make a giant storm. We'll get a better view for you, better image. Just wait. Man, I remember when instant coffee was not good. I mean, this instant coffee, I'm not here. This isn't an advertisement, by the way. No marketing people own me. No one has, like, I can say whatever I want. But yeah, I'm finding some of this new coffee. It's like dark roast and espresso instant coffee. It's freaking pretty good. It's way less hassle than making a pot of coffee. Anyways, why am I talking about all this stuff? I don't know. Okay, let's get back to the show. And then it is the battle of the warm and the cool. I mean, look at this. On October 6th, we had a new daily record in Punxsy, 23.4. It's wild to me that Punxsy can be the coldest place in BC, but then be the warmest place in BC. It's always been very... I mean, there's meteorological reasons that explain that and where they sit on the mountains and this and that. Yeah, you can see that cold fight because we had the lightning was going on last night down by Blackpool. Here in Wells, we were below zero last night. And, they're very warm in other parts of BC, right? So that cool air is clashing. There's a bit of a fight going on between warm air, cold air, fighting each other, as Frankie McDonald always says. Look at this. So the New Brunswick. It's New Brunswick. Getting a 28-degree day in New Brunswick in July is kind of like, oh, wow, it's nice. It's warm today. This is unheard of, man. This is unheard of. Well, I say that, but, I mean, look at the old records aren't that low. 25, 22s, 24. Late season warmth in New Brunswick. It just kind of blows. It seems counter to what I expect. And I know, like I said yesterday, I was in Newfoundland during a warm spell in November. But it seems crazy to me to see 26 degrees for these oceanside. I mean, they have the moderating impact of the ocean. That's kind of like Vancouver. It doesn't tend to get too warm for too long in Vancouver. But meanwhile, like even Prince Edward Island, 24. Look at this. Quebec getting all kinds of, and some big rainfall. And then that's all the daily records today. Okay, a little bit of flurries out there still. A little bit of flurries out there, but nothing too major going on. Some heavier snowfall, though, in that area around Pemberton. Taking maybe some pretty good snowfall around Pemberton. Send me some photos today if you're getting snowfall in your area. I'd love to see that. Of course, that makes my world go around. That peters on out. That extinguishes itself eventually. That's kind of what we expected it would do. I mean, it hangs on a little longer than we thought. And then a bit of rainfall down in Vancouver tonight. No big deal. Thursday, nice day. Friday, could see some thunderstorms down around Trail around 1 in the afternoon. Is that even likely? Yeah, well, like I say, you got that warmth is coming on up, and it's about to get slammed in by the cold, so you got two frontal systems there. Oh, could even see that around Penticton and Princeton and places like that. Kamloops, Kelowna, thunderstorms, Revelstoke. Oh, boy, this is great. Unfortunately, none for the Caribou, none for me here, but the nice line of thunderstorms moving on through because you got that cold clash. You can see that large low is now forming. It's going to be a major weather story for like everyone everywhere. Let's have a look at the big low now. Southern BC taking the crap on Saturday. We've already showed you that. Big low, 992, 991 millibar. Central low pressure, 990. Strong low. It's going to influence weather across the entire continent. It's going to make a big difference there everywhere it goes. Still dropping, 989. digging in this weekend, man. Look at that thing. She's a beast. She's a big old tank, bringing old rain to fall into Alberta there. On the backside is the snowfall that's in the Northwest Territories, the Yukon, and British Columbia. Thunderstorms down south there on the U.S. side, like around Wyoming there, Montana. They might see some lightnings there. Some lightnings. We will have a forecast soon that will really look closely at what kind of snowfall we are expecting in BC. I don't think a lot of you are going to see anything major, but if you're traveling on the highway passes, like I said, be aware, be careful. This is going to happen. Big old snowstorm here. Going to kind of make its way across. Look at the secondary low forms in. Wow. That's the first I've seen of that. And then brings heavy rain and lightning into Saskatchewan. Oh boy. So we got some successive lows going on here. Either this one's morphing or, spawning and morphing. As if Manitoba's going to get more heavy thunderstorms on Sunday. That blows my mind. They are so lucky. While we get snowfall in a lot of places in BC, they get the fun thing. They get the lightning and the noise and the large low. That's going to be a major story, man. There's going to be localized flooding. It's going to be bullshit for a lot of people out there. Look at that. The entire province of Manitoba under rainfall on Sunday, according to this, and almost all of Saskatchewan. Got that little bit in the dry slot in the southern section of the province there that seems to be avoiding it. You got a major storm coming into Manitoba this weekend. You got a major storm going in through Saskatchewan. What we get in BC is going to be kind of par for the course. You can see these tight isobars here. That makes for stronger wind. These tight areas here, stronger winds. So it's going to be very windy, very blasting, very blowing. Going to be almost blizzard-like conditions in northern Saskatchewan on the backside of this low. That's still in the next week. Still a story. This thing's going to hang on for a while, be a story for a little while. It's dropping temperatures down and behind. As you can see, Edmonton 4 degrees, Slate Falls in Ontario up to 13. So Thunder Bay at 13, and Moosonee 16 in Chissasabi. Fort Severn 12 next week Monday, while we're at 0 overnight on Monday in Williams Lake, for example. Just to give you an idea, this storm's going to hang on for a while. It's going to be a big, major story. Okay, that's enough talking. I'm out of here. Become a channel member if you would. I really need the help. Okay, bye.